Sagittarius, this transit hitting your fifth house of joy, of creativity, of your aliveness. And the question for you is when did you decide that the things that light you up, the things that make you feel alive, are no longer a priority? And this could have been because, there's just so many other things, life, other priority. And, before you knew it, that thing, that project that you love got shelved, that hobby, you may have stopped traveling. All these things kind of went to the bottom of the list. And we're going to talk about it. So, welcome back, Saggies. My name is Jackie. I am the Holistic Mentor. This is the Emotional Alchemy channel where we look at the stars, the sky, tarot to do the inner work, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to see how this applies to your particular situation, link in bio. Otherwise, let's go. So the fifth house is where you are fully in your essence, in your element, unapologetically yourself. And Saturn right here is doing something really, really specific. It's not killing your joy. It's asking you to call it back, to really look at it, to honor it, to honor that self-expression that you have, to reconnect with that creative genius that you have. And, listen, life has been lifing for a lot of us. And I think particularly for you, it really affected your inspiration and dimmed that beautiful light of your Sagittarius. And so today's reading here is, what do you need to hear today? What needs to be revealed? What needs to be released? How can we get you back there, Saggies? And I'm going to start with the wisdom of the oracle, and then we're going to move into tarot. But yeah, let's go. I also wanted to say to you that, Sagittarius rules the hips, the thighs, your liver. So if there's any misalignment there, any expressions coming up with any of these parts of the body or this organ, there may be restlessness here. And so this is data and information for you to really hone in on, okay, there is definite misalignment here. My body's showing it. And, it really does matter that you feed and nurture this part of yourself. I think for some of you, this is also asking, is the pleasure that you seek nourishing you or numbing you? Right, with that liver being a part of what the fifth, what Sagittarius rules. So let's get started. Here and now. This is the number 32, which simplifies to the number 5. I feel like you may be having some issues staying grounded, staying in the present moment. Breathe, yeah. And not for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, chaos and conflict. So, oof, Saggy. Something going on here. We're going to dive into it with tarot, but I feel that whatever has gone on, it has rocked you quite some bit with the here and now, the breathe card, and the chaos and conflict. The universe saying here, this is not the situation. This person is not for you. And let's continue on. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, Saggy. What is something that you want to revive again? What is that project that you shelved? This doesn't necessarily mean, to get up and move and go to another country or anything like that, Saggy. But, it is asking you to get emotionally honest with yourself here. So let's see. The Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups here. Interesting. So, Saggy, I do see that you are, you may have taken your energy back. You may be isolating quite a bit, protecting your energy from others, protecting your resources. I do see a opportunity wanting to come in, but again, the advice here being, to allow yourself to be here and now and to meditate. If you're having a bit of issues with staying grounded and in your body, or if your mind is racing, you may not necessarily see this. You also may be grieving or going through a situation where it feels like this might be some kind of loss. But let's continue on. Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Death, Four of Wands, the Magician. All right, I like this. The World. All right, Saji, you are stepping into a new cycle here. And, with any new beginning, there are always endings. So this might not feel very comfortable for you. And it's also, this transit is also requiring for you to be very honest with yourself. It's asking you to sit with yourself, to, take a look at what has transpired and where did you, abandon this part of yourself, this joyous part. Where did you become so serious and so rigid? And I feel that that's what you're looking at. We have the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, and the Death card here. So this time of reflection, bringing, a transformation, a death and rebirth, a dark night of the soul, really contemplating what is my wish fulfillment? Where am I going? What does this look like? What do these cups look like for me, right? And with the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, I do feel that you do get inspiration to go towards stability, to go towards your happy home, happy life. But with the Knight of Swords here, this is somebody charging ahead. But I also want to say that, this energy is not necessarily sustainable, right? It doesn't last too long. It's a, start and go. So just be mindful of that. We have the Four of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Magician. So I do see that, quite a bit of you are in this moving from logic more so than from your heart. And, at the moment you are being asked to move from your heart here. Look at the Ace of Swords here at the beginning here. Maybe there are some things that you needed to cut out of your life. There are some things that you needed to get very serious about so that you can move. What are the distractions? What has been distracting you from, from your joy, from your light? The fifth house is also, the child and inner child. So here, look at you coming up very strongly. Oh, and the Six of Swords. Oh, love it. So I do see you going to a very bountiful and abundant season here. It is going to take some work. You're being advised to take your time to, find a practice to bring presence back into your body so that you can create, so that you can go back into your joy. A lot of my clients, when they are in this death and rebirth, one of my best advice is to start to create music, right? Painting, nature, walks, whatever it is that lights you up, Saji. Go out and do it as you traverse this this season or this phase, right? That's going to help you, release it, transmute it, and reconnect you back to your joy vacation. Of course, you get the vacation card. Environmental awareness, get passionate about a cause and block out distractions. All right, Saji, kindness.